Alright, y'all, so I spoke with Vicky, which is who I got these from, all of these seedlings, and I got some sweet potatoes. I've never grown sweet potatoes, and in a garden box, I was like, how should I do this? And she recommended in the corner of the bed, and I said, perfect, because we just harvested all of our garlic from this area.
If you're new here, I'm Emma, and this is where I share our family's journey toward a more intentional life. We're deschooling, building a homestead, growing our own food, and learning the skills that help us rely more on ourselves and our community. In this video, we're pulling, harvesting, and planting fall seeds in the garden. I had pulled the garlic earlier and left it on the porch to sun dry, and I harvested basil, thyme, and dill. I also pulled out all of the scallions, and with this harvest, I was able to freeze some to enjoy at a later date. We also made a trip to the library and picked up some readers for Amir to become more familiar with words, along with number cards to practice counting. Counting is something he has recently taken an interest in, so we're following his curiosity and creating opportunities for him to learn through everyday experiences. At the beginning of this video, you saw me with a tray of seedlings. If you made it this far, this is the farm store that we went and visited, and it is actually a farm stand, but it is a very amazing store full of local goodies. We got a lot of our seedlings for $1. We got some tomatoes, habaneros, sweet potatoes, and some sweet peppers, as well as some sorrel. And while we were there, Amir wanted to visit the trees and say hi. And with the owner's permission, she actually encouraged us to go and hug the trees and talk to them and get to know them. And that is something we did. We took a break and got to have a little moment of playing. And yes, it feels good to play as an adult. We also grabbed some of these coconut macaroons for hubby, as it's hard to find him some lactose treats. So when I find them, I do get them. And we pulled a little card from this jar and grabbed some tomatoes that were locally grown there. These are seedlings that we got, and then we took them to the garden. So if y'all know, bee balm can get powdery mildew, so I wanted to harvest her. And bee balm has a long history of traditional use in North America. Native American tribes brewed it as a tea and used it for colds, congestion, and digestive complaints. The Oswego people introduced early settlers to steeping the dried leaves as a tea, which is why bee balm is still sometimes called Oswego tea today. Traditionally, bee balm has been used for seasonal discomforts, digestive support, and minor irritations. It can be prepared in many ways, including oxymels, vinegars, teas, and tinctures. I plan on keeping some dried to use in a facial steam and bath soaks, enjoying this beautiful native plant not only for its history, but also for its place in our home apothecary. We are just planting more seedlings into the garden bed since we harvested our garlic. We have space in our garden box, so I'm going to be planting some sweet potatoes. I'm going to plant them in the corner of the bed and dig a well around them, so all of the water, when you water it or when it rains, it's going to stick around the plant and not just spread out all over. So we got 2 of these, and we're going to plant them in each of the corners at the top here where we pulled the garlic out. We also got some peppers, a sweet pepper, and another pepper. This is like a red, I think picnic red is what the name of it was. Hot peppers. I was hoping for some Scotch bonnets, but she didn't have any, so we got habanero. And we also got some callaloo seedlings from a friend. What else do we have here? More hot pepper. Helios is what she has it labeled as.
Yeah, so I was told this was like a Scotch bonnet.
We got 2 tomatoes. We got white bush. Apparently it's white. And we got midnight aroma. I want to make tomato sauce. If y'all have been here, you know that. And I got 2 sorrel. If you haven't had this yet, guys, it's so nice, raw, like it's like has a lemony citrus taste to it. So I got 2 of these, and they are perennial, so they'll come back. If you cut the seeds off of it when it's seeding, it will keep producing until winter comes. So, I mean, why not? And we got nasturtium. I love nasturtium. I think it's just beautiful, and it's nice to add into salads fresh.
Y'all, so that is the update on the garden bed with the new seedlings and with the garlic and scallions out. We are now doing some curry chicken for dinner, and I am going to begin processing some of the plants that we gathered. And when it comes to this, it usually means I have some dried herbs I have to store away, so that is what I'm doing here. And then I'm making room for our fresh bundles that we just brought in, and I plan on drying the bergamot, echinacea, and yarrow, and I want to use some of these in some bath salts, bath sits, and some preparations for the colder season. This is our dry rack area. You don't need much to make it work, people. And then I'm enjoying some dinner as I process through this. And here is some ferment that I did. I don't know if I did it right, but I will be in touch with this one. With our scallion, basil, and dill, I washed them and put them in containers to freeze to use at another time. Much love, y'all.